Hey YouTube, so I'm really excited today. This is another episode of First Look, but the reason why I'm so excited is the game I'm playing. I am playing Blades of Steel on Game Boy, off a Super Game Boy, and hands down this is my most nostalgic game from my childhood. This is just like, when I was a kid I had like 4 Game Boy games, so I'd always just play those 4. I think it was this, Pokemon Red, Mortal Kombat, and Donkey Kong Land. So I would always just play those 4 games over and over again until like I got tired of playing them. And so I'm really excited to play this again. Admittedly, I was playing this for a couple minutes when I got it, because this is just so much fun of a game. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but like, trust me, this is just a really fun game. So right now I'm showing off the practice mode. This is practice fight, and basically enough, sometimes in the game you'll get in fights and you have to try and win them. Blades of Steel is a hockey game. It is based around the NES version. I believe this was released in 1990, but I'm not sure. Of course, nowadays, you know, this probably looks really old and everything, but for an original Game Boy game, this like amazes me how much this is able to do. Because, and you guys are gonna see in a couple minutes, I'm gonna do another practice, a practice round for penalty shots, and you guys are gonna see when I get to the actual game, like quite a bit happens on screen. This is a hockey game, so naturally enough, it has hockey players. I would probably say Blades of Steel is probably the best hockey game from... Oh shoot, darn. Isn't this embarrassing? I don't remember how to do penalty shots, so hopefully enough I can just win by like sheer dumb luck. But yeah, I don't... God. Okay, awesome. I got that one. I blocked that one. Awesome. Oh shoot, the goalie got me right there. And so Blades of Steel is a really fun hockey game. I'm not that into hockey, admittedly, but this is one of those things where it's an exception for me. I absolutely adore this game. It is, for several varying reasons, my most nostalgic game, and wow, I am just getting destroyed in this. The only one issue with the penalty shot is that you can't really tell where they're shooting at, where they're going to be shooting at. So yeah, I lost, naturally enough. I haven't played this in years, so but I'm going to now get into the meat of the game, the actual reason why you would come to play Blades of Steel, I guess, and that's for actual hockey. And I'm going to play this on Junior because this, again, I haven't played this in years, but I know Junior is the easiest way to go out, but you know, it's just so that way I don't get totally destroyed. Hopefully it's not too easy. I'm going to play as Toronto because when I was a little kid I'd always play as Toronto, because the Toronto Maple Leafs were the only team that... Wait, is it the Toronto Maple Leafs or the Montreal? Fuck. Okay, I may have already messed up, but I always played as Toronto as a kid, nonetheless. So as you can see from the graphics, we start out with the jumbo screen which says Exhibition, and look at these graphics. Like, you have, I think it's 12 players on screen at all times. A is for slap shot, B is for passing, and then once you get into the goal, awesome, I scored. Once you score, it'll do that nice animation right there. I'm not saying that Blades of Steel is like the most, graphically speaking, amazing game on the original Game Boy, but for my money, it has pretty good graphics for what it is, especially when you consider like all it had to be was like tiny sprites and tiny characters. But like, you know, I can't tell my characters apart, but I can... Oh god, oh crap, shoot, sorry about that. I got I lost focus while I was trying to focus on the goal right there, because once the opponent gets close enough to your goal, you control the goalie as opposed to a character. See, right there I'm moving the goalie instead of a hockey player. So, oh god, I tried to slap shot it in, and here we go, oh, shoot, okay, yeah. So far we are tied 1-1, but yeah, so I wouldn't say Blades of Steel is like the most impressive Game Boy game, but I would say it's a pretty impressive feat, considering this is Game Boy, to have like 12 characters on screen at once, and there's no slowdown or anything like that. This game holds its frame rate. So I'm trying to like initiate a fight, but I don't remember how to go about doing that. And oh shoot, I need to start trying to score some goals. This is quite a bit different from a Game Boy Advance or Game Boy control D-pad. I'm doing this with a Super Nintendo controller, but honestly it controls just as good. And I think I'm starting to remember why I used to play this game so much. This is just a load of fun. Like, this is one of those games that I feel like whenever I turn it on, I'm just going to get a nice little rush of nostalgia. Because, man, like, when I was younger, I really had nothing else to play. It was either this, Mortal Kombat on Game Boy, which, by the way, Mortal Kombat 1 on Game Boy is terrible, but Mortal Kombat 2 is actually a competently made fighting game for Game Boy standards, that is. It's actually, Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Boy is actually a pretty good game. As crazy as it might sound, I love the original Game Boy, or the Game Boy lineup, I guess, because I love the Game Boy Advance SP, I love the Game Boy, Game Boy Advance SP, the Game Boy Advance, I love the Game Boy. I like the Nintendo DS quite a bit. Like, I don't like it as much as I do the Game Boy Advance, but I do like it. And then, like, the Nintendo 3DS to me is the perfect Nintendo handheld. Just because of the games. Like, the games on the 3DS are so... There are so many great games on the 3DS to me that it's honestly impossible to own that. To me, it's impossible to own that system and not find... And, oh wow, I'm losing. And to not find one game that you wouldn't probably enjoy. And wow. Wow, this is funny. So I actually played a round of this prior to the recording, and I was up like 16-4 by the end of the round, but now I'm like just barely over New York, so I guess that shows that I'm not as good as I thought I would be. Oh, shoot. You have to be careful, so there's no way to just tap it into the goal. Like, you can't just like tap it, you have to either slap shot or do a pass. But the tricky thing about slap shots is that they take like a couple seconds. Like if you were watching right there, you'd see that the slap shot takes like 2 or 3 seconds to get up, and then like that's ample time for the goalie. That's time that the goalie has to try and block the shot. And okay, so we go into the second quarter. So oh yeah, that's right. During the second quarter, you switch goal position. Oh shoot. Man, the CPU is way tougher than it was last game. And you know, there's no stats or anything to these. Like, I feel like choosing your team is just in name only. Like, oh yeah, I am the Toronto Maple Leafs, or oh yeah, I don't think the Blackhawks are in this game, or the Brewers, but you know, like, yeah, shit, damn it. I tried to get the slap shot in. See, that's what I was talking about when I meant like the slap shots take a second. But yeah, I don't think like there's actual like any form of statistics in this game. Just like it's all in name. And oh shit, he got right next to my goal. I was able to just slap shot that in. Wow, that's really funny actually, because the goalie can like knock people out in this game. Well, not knock them out, but knock them down, you know. And, oh god. Yeah, shoot. So in this game, you're always red, like regardless of any team that you play as. It's not. No shit. Well, that's embarrassing. I slapped it to the other player. But yeah, so you're always in red if you're player 1. I think player 2 is in white, but I don't know. I've never played the multiplayer for this game, as funny as that as weird as that may sound, but no, I never had any friends as a kid who also owned Blades of Steel. I don't even know how I got this game as a kid, because like I don't remember like asking for this or anything like that. It just showed up one day. I think like I always tried to figure it out too when I was a kid, because man, that was a really good slap shot pass. You can do that where if you like hold the slap shot a certain way, it'll make it go a certain way, and then you can take that into passes and stuff like that. I used to be able to do it. Oh shoot, fight. Yeah, as you can see, sometimes a full fight will break out, and then that'll lead to that practice mode we saw. But then other times it'll just be like that mini who can press A and B faster. Oh god. Wow, this is actually, man, the CPU is much tougher this game than it was when I was playing earlier. Ah, shoot. Or maybe I'm just like sucking. I don't know, it's also a possibility that I just like started sucking. Oh shit. Okay. Ah man. Okay, they're passing, you know, trying to like confuse me? I don't know. Ah man. Gotta like stop slap shotting it so far away. Oh, he scored on me, darn it. So we are now tied 2-2. That means that like this is anybody's hockey game. Anybody could win at this point. I mean, of course it's going to be me. Ah, shoot. Or I hope I win. I mean, like, it'd be pretty embarrassing if I play this and I lose, you know? Oh, shoot. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, my day of reckoning has come. I'm going to lose at Blades of Steel. Wow. That'll be pretty funny, actually, if I lost at Blades of Steel. Oh, God. Oh, God. Why does that happen? Okay. Wow, that would actually be pretty... Like, man, the AI is so much better this time than it was. Did I play this on a higher difficulty than Junior? Because like, I could have swore I put it on Junior. Actually, no, I know I put this on Junior, because I was like, I don't really want to necessarily lose, but wow, though, like, the AI just spiked. Or maybe this was easier for me on a Game Boy, because the Game Boy D-pad is much less difficult to use than... Oh shoot, I skipped intermission right there by accident. But yeah, I don't... Did I put this on? No, there's no way I put this on a harder difficulty. Shoot. Oh god. Oh, yes. Alright guys, we gotta at least tie the game. Awesome, we tie. So I tied it up right there. It's now 5-5. Hopefully enough I can maintain this momentum and score another goal, so that way I can take the lead, and after that just coax and hopefully win the game. That's my plan, that's my battle strategy. I mean, it's pretty much the best idea I've got. If you've got it. How the fuck did he score? Wow, I didn't even see that. Wow. So Man, this is not looking good for us right now, guys. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Uh-oh. Come on, grab the puck. Awesome. The one thing that I always found hard about this game was figuring out who you're controlling. Ah, shit. That's why sometimes you see... Oh, darn it. Oh, come on. Just need one goal, darn. Okay. Man, I'm like so close, but like on the same hand, I'm like so far away that it's like killing me. I wouldn't say killing me, but it's causing me great anxiety not being very far ahead. We are now 6-6. This is undoubtedly a landmark historic hockey game. This will forever go down in the books as one of the greatest games ever played. Blades of Steel on Game Boy, on Super Game Boy, I guess. And darn it! Wow. I mean, like, here's hoping I can get like 2 points ahead, because it seems like every time I take the lead, they come out of nowhere and score on me. And that is actually really, it's really depressing, you guys. It's really bumming me out right now that, you know, I brought this new game, you know, I mean, I've played it before, but, awesome, that I brought this cool game to show off. I'm supposed to be like the expert, and here I am, just like, sucking it up. And, okay. Oh, darn it. Is there overtime in this game? I don't remember if there's sudden death or overtime. Oh shoot, I triggered, awesome. I didn't think that I was actually going to trigger this. I triggered a fight in the game, and basically enough, if you win the fight, you get the puck, which is pretty good, considering the fact that I need to score. And there we go, the kid makes the miracle, and he goes up by 1. Let's see if I can just channel this forward and just like coax through, try and score another goal, you know, whatever it takes to build my momentum. I almost scored right there. Oh, shoot. Want one of my red guys. No, my red guys were there. Now they're all swarming me. The AI in this game is like really surprising me, because the AI is actually pretty good for Game Boy. Like, okay, I'm just going to coax around until oh shoot. I love the noise that the puck makes. It's like doot doot doot. No, come on. This is what dreams are made of. We have what is it? God, I never know the time of this game. If it, I know it's not actually like minutes, but because like imagine playing 60 minutes straight of a game of Blades of Steel on Game Boy. That would be terrible. But like I think it's like 30-second round. 30 seconds for each minute or something like that. And, oh shoot, brought up the options for the Super Game Boy by accident. Some of you guys might be wondering why I'm doing this off of Super Game Boy instead of like the Nintendo Game Boy player, or like some other alternative, although I can't really think of anything else besides like emulators. And the reasoning why is because after all these years, the cheapest, most affordable way to capture footage off of an original Game Boy game is still the Super Game Boy. I know a lot of people will say, what about the Game Boy player? But the thing is that the Game Boy player is not cheap. A Super Game Boy is like $10, and a Game Boy player is like 15, or a Game Boy player is like $30. But yeah, guys, so this was Blades of Steel. This was hands down my longest video yet. This is like a 20-minute video. But overall, I love this game. This is one of my favorite Game Boy games, and this is just one of my favorite games Um, so